The big question so many people ask me is what makes Northwest Arkansas so gosh dang unique? Today we're covering those top 5 things that really separate it from any other place in America. So let's talk about that. Hey everybody! If you don't know who I am, my name is Phillip Shepard. I'm a local real estate agent located right here in Northwest Arkansas. If you weren't aware, I actually was a real estate broker located in the dumpster fire, the horrible, the no good state of Illinois, the worst. Anyways, I could have moved anywhere I wanted to in America. I could have moved to Huntsville, I could have moved to Knoxville, I could have moved to Maryville, I could have moved to Golden, I could have moved to Boulder, I could have moved to Boise, I could have moved anywhere. But I chose Northwest Arkansas, and it's by far the best place to live in America, literally by far. If you ever want to talk about why I chose Northwest Arkansas versus anywhere else in America, call me, email me, text me, let's sit down for coffee. Let's talk about again why I chose Northwest Arkansas again versus anywhere else in America. And also, I want to mention this out there. Always call me, text me, whatever the case is. I always love talking about real estate here in the area itself. I always make time for all my clients and people looking to move to the area. So feel free to call me anytime. I will always make time. Anyways, without further ado, let's jump right into the content. All right, and the first thing that makes Northwest Arkansas incredibly unique is I call the Walmart ecosystem. Now, what I mean by that is that it's obviously the biggest company in the world, Forbes 1 right there, and it brings in so many jobs and so many adjacent jobs and so many adjacent jobs. Now, here, work with me here. The first one, Walmart, hires the biggest employer in the world, first off, so that's the obvious one. We can move along. Brand new HQ, amazing, like they're really knocking it out of the park. Second thing is that when you work with Walmart as a vendor, Dove, 3M, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, whatever, it is required for you to have an office here in Northwest Arkansas, whether it's in Rogers or with like 20-mile radius, essentially. So you have so many adjacent jobs, people that have moved here, are living here, are working here because of adjacent companies. And we're talking like there's so many other adjacent companies that are here that are attached to Walmart. So that's pretty cool. The third thing I find super fascinating when it comes to the ecosystem is when there are companies that move here to Northwest Arkansas because they either want to be acquired by Walmart or want to be a direct seller to Walmart. So many times, like the biggest furniture manufacturer in the world exists right here, that goes through Walmart, exists right here in Northwest Arkansas. So they're the only or one of the biggest suppliers of furniture to Walmart, and they exist right here. You would never know, and they're just doing their business, they're running their company, but it's one of those things that makes Walmart fascinating is the amount of talent, people, jobs, entrepreneurship, whatever, gets built right here in Northwest Arkansas. Very unique, and that's what makes it, like I said, incredibly unique, and not only the Walmart side, but how Walmart does the things it does. And so, again, a lot of companies will move here to get absorbed, to get bought, to work with. A lot of companies will have to be here because of jobs, 3M, all those big companies, and the fact that Walmart is tripled, like I can't even tell you this enough, like quadrupling down on making this an amazing, continuing to make an amazing place to live. It's wild what they've done here. And the second thing that makes Northwest Arkansas incredibly unique is the whole Crystal Bridges system ecosystem. I'm gonna use a big, broad term there. The ecosystem of the momentary, the ecosystem of Crystal Bridges, and I'm also gonna throw into the Alice Walton School of Medicine and the whole health thing because it's kind of on the same property and all kind of middle together right there. Anyways, Crystal Bridges, if you weren't aware, is essentially just a massive multi-100,000 square foot museum with some of the most expensive art in the world exists right here in Northwest Arkansas. What happened about 12 years ago, even more than that actually, 15 years ago, Alice Walton started buying some of the most expensive art in the world from Paris, from Venice, from Rome, from LA, from all the different places, and said, I'm gonna bring it to Bentonville, Arkansas. The art world had well, I'll put it explicit there, some words. So they freaked out and they're like, why are you bringing it to the most podunk place in the world? Well, let me tell you, turns out she was building Crystal Bridges. So we have the luxury of going to see some of the most expensive and rarest art in the world. Like one of the only few copies of the Constitution was here a couple of years, like 2 years ago. We have just some of the most random pieces of artwork that pass through. It goes from New York, Paris, London, Bentonville. Wow, okay. Anyways, so there's one major problem when it comes to Crystal Bridges is that the cost is literally free. So again, it's a free that you can go anytime, go in there. It's 100% free, paid for through the Walton Foundation, and obviously paid by Alice Walton. I want to wrap this up, but the Momentary is another large museum in downtown Bentonville. that's a whole different thing. It's more modern art. It's the art that you say, that's interesting. And then we have Alice Walton School of Medicine and also the Whole Health Institute. Not necessarily art, but they're all connected into the same kind of Alice Walton ecosystem. So that's a whole different video, a whole different subject to talk a lot about it. But that whole ecosystem right there is very unique to literally the world. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. I made something for you. I made something called 3-day itineraries. So maybe you're looking to check this place out. Maybe you're looking to come down here, maybe vacation, maybe just, you never know. I made 3-day itineraries, like literally day by day, restaurant by restaurant, thing by thing. So maybe you're an adventurer, maybe you're a sports person, maybe you're a foodie, maybe you're a sightseer, maybe you have kids, whatever it is. I have 3-day itineraries linked down below for you. So go ahead and download them and use them when you get down here. Also, maybe you are using things like Realtor.com, Zillow.com, or Redfin. Way too slow. Notifications, way too slow. That's why I made something called Instant Home Updates. Sounds exactly what it is, literally is Instant Home Updates. So enter your information below, name, bedrooms, bathrooms, square footage, where do you want to move to in Northwest Arkansas? Enter all that information below and make sure to miss a single notification when it comes for home for sale or for rent, all in Northwest Arkansas. And every single Friday, I send an email out just talking about all the cool things happening in Northwest Arkansas. What's going on downtown Bentonville? When is First Fridays? When is First Thursdays? What's going on in Fayetteville? What's going on downtown Rogers? What's going on in Pinnacle? What is going on in Walmart Amphitheater? What new golf course coming here? What's going on in Topgolf? There are so many things all the time, all the time. Enter your name below, enter your email below, make sure you get that email every single Friday, but I need you to be aware, I need you just heads up here. You will get a little fear of missing out, little FOMO, so to speak, but I promise you will be the most important person eventually when you make it down to Northwest Arkansas. And the third thing that makes Northwest Arkansas so wildly unique is the mountain biking infrastructure slash trail system. Now, kind of roundabout here, it is interesting to see so many mountain biking companies, which makes sense now, move here, put their headquarters here, build shops here, all sorts of crazy things, do huge sponsorships here. So mountain biking is a major player in Northwest Arkansas, obviously. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of miles of mountain biking trails, hundreds of miles of hiking and running trails, 40-mile paved pathway from Fayetteville all the way up to Bella Vista, so that's pretty cool. Trail systems galore here in Northwest Arkansas. So pretty cool stuff, but the actual trail system is next here. It is immaculately designed, it's intentional. There's been like 7 mountain biking trail companies that build trails exist out of here now. But like you can't really find them. Where do those exist in America? They just don't. It's like, why would you build a mountain biking trail building company? But you can in Northwest Arkansas. So one of those things that's just fascinating about the ecosystem here in the area does not exist anywhere else in America. That is fascinating of just how intense and how intentional and fun the actual mountain biking scene here is in Northwest Arkansas. And the fourth thing that makes Northwest Arkansas incredibly unique is the fact of the Ozark Mountain landscape. The fun thing about the Ozark Mountains is kind of like this very interesting backwoods. It's kind of like that unexplored area. Now, everyone's been through all of Colorado because obviously millions of people go there, but not a lot of people have explored the Ozarks. It's very rural, it's very mountainous, it's very rocky, it's very tree-y, a lot of lakes, a lot of random stuff out there. So if you love that exploration, there's a lot of 100-mile trail system that goes through there. I personally won't go through there because I don't want to go 100 miles out, 100 miles back. That's crazy talk. Anyways, but yeah, the Ozarks are a fascinating place because you'll have fire roads here and then lakes over here, and sometimes they're unnamed lakes. I don't know who owns that or what that's going on there. So it's one of those things where you just never know what you're gonna go out there. It's good to go out there with friends and camping and stuff, like plenty of campsites, but it's truly like you get lost out there a little bit in the Ozarks. So a lot of fun out there if that's your jam. But again, the Ozarks are very, very unique to actually the fact that you can like camp out there, have water out there, have food out there, have shelter out there. You can't really do that in like Sedona. It ain't gonna happen. So long story short, a lot of fun out in the Ozarks. And the fifth and final thing that makes Northwest Arkansas so incredibly unique is the fact of this kind of corporate rural blend. Very rarely do you see businesses and community collide in a good way. A lot of times you have larger companies in bigger areas that just kind of like they exist separately. They're like, okay, we'll sponsor this event here and we'll do this. We'll put a little sign over here and do this. But in Northwest Arkansas, it's like Walmart, JB Hunt, Tyson, Northwest Arkansas community. It is lockstep together all the way through. And the Northwest Arkansas Council, lockstep. They are completely invested and funded and everything through, like everyone's interconnected. I would consider more of a good thing, because you have a lot of corporate investment of just their cash that they earned, and they, hey, we want to put back in the community. So millions and billions of dollars have been invested into Northwest Arkansas, obviously. And so you definitely see the benefits of living here. And it's one of those things where you can either choose to allow cities to have bonds and do their own stuff, and then you have to pay it back and all the different problems that come with that. Or sometimes you just let Walmart say, hey, we're gonna give you $20 million and we're gonna build a awesome structure and mountain biking trail systems and do a bike ramp and do this here. Like, okay, cool, I'll enjoy it. So you get to choose your battles here when it comes to that. And I choose letting them do what they want to do. So again, seeing that corporate and rural culture collide is fascinating. Again, it makes it, I can't think of another place in America that has something to that level. Again, seeing Walmart and all those big companies work together is fascinating to make Northwest Arkansas even better than it is, which I don't know how it's possible, but here we are. All right, that's all I have for you guys today. Again, if you have not been down to Northwest Arkansas quite yet, I made something called the NWA Starter Pack. Sounds exactly what it is, literally a starter pack full of all the cool things in Northwest Arkansas. It comes with a 120-page guide, literally made by me, by yours truly, page by page, basically detailing demographics, cities, populations, all the cool things that's going on here. So basically, it's your go-to guide for all the things about Northwest Arkansas. 120-page guide. It's a real thick boy, to say the least. Then it comes with my 3D itineraries, printed right in there. Comes with stickers, it comes with postcards, and just wait. It comes with the NWA coloring book. Wow! Anyway, who doesn't want this thing? It's amazing. I mean, are those times you just sit at work and color? You shouldn't be doing that, but maybe you want to. Anyways, coloring book, fantastic. Long story short, it comes in a box, literally shipped right to your home. Enter your name and address below. I'll make sure you get that package shipped to you right away. Also, side note, it does come with your first free mountain bike, so that's pretty cool. And I know what you're thinking. Is my favorite part of F word? Free! So enter your information below. Make sure to get that package shipped to you right away. All right, guys, it's the next one.